Bear will tell you a story about one of us. Come on, we must be late. Keep together, kids. Don't get lost. It's going to be a busy day. Ready? Yes, sir. Come on, let's go, Cat. Come on.
What's going on?
Perhaps you'll talk about us.
The bear stories are always so interesting. Interesting like us.
Where is he? I don't see him.
I bet he stopped to eat some honey in the bees chapter. We all know how greedy he is.
I want the kids to learn about predators. He's coming.
Quit that jumping!
I see it all here. Well, today the great book of nature is open at another chapter. I'm going to tell you a story about a goat.
Since time began, salt has been an essential ingredient in the diet of all animals, and the little goat and his grandfather were no exception.
Oh! Grandfather, our great blocks of salt are dissolving.
No, I imagined this might happen.
Oh, Grandfather, look! It's terrible! Oh!
Come on, come with me.
Hurry, Grandfather! It's not much further. Let's run and see what's happened. Careful, Grandfather.
The landslide has completely buried our salt cave.
Come on, let's try digging.
Hey, be careful there. Do you mind telling me just what you think you're doing?
I'm trying to uncover our blocks of salt.
Well, you can save yourself the trouble because your blocks of salt are completely dissolved.
What? Are you telling me the truth?
Don't you know that we moles live underground? Unfortunately, the salt reserves we kept in our village were destroyed as well by that terrible storm. We hoped to find some here, but instead we found nothing. Bye now.
Where are you going?
Oh, goodness! For us goats, it'll be impossible to survive even a day without salt. What'll we do? You go back to the village and tell the rabbits it's useless for them to come and help us dig. All the salt in the village has been dissolved.
Right away, Grandfather.
What? Are you telling me that all the salt in the village is dissolved?
Unfortunately, yes.
How will we be able to survive from now on?
I don't know. My grandfather's desperate and doesn't even have the strength to come up with a solution.
It's a tragedy for sure.
The further I go, the more these mountains become steep and rugged. Oh, looky, there's a house down there. It's beautiful. I wonder who it belongs to. Good afternoon. Nice day.
Who are you? And where do you come from?
I'm a turtle from the Western Sea. Can I rest a while?
Please do. You must have traveled a great distance.
Yes, I have. I'm very thirsty.
I'll go get you some water. This is fresh from the spring. Help yourself.
I'm grateful. You're truly kind. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I was very thirsty. My only grandson suffers from a terrible sickness, and I'm looking for the wild crocus plant, the only root that can help him.
It's difficult to find the wild crocus root, even for us who live here.
You're right. I've traveled in vain for days trying to find it. I can't go back empty-handed. What should I do?
To tell you the truth, I can't say, but my heart goes out to you.
Grandfather! Grandfather! The hare and Uncle Stag are starting to leave. Look! They're going out to find salt, Grandfather.
We'll have to do the same thing just to survive now we've lost our own salt reserves.
I can tell you where to find sea salt, the best there is.
If you do that for us, I'll show you my gratitude by finding the root of the wild crocus plant, and I'll bring it to you. Once you have what you need to heal your grandson before returning home, you can point out to us the various locations where we can find this sea salt, my friend.
How can I thank you for your kindness?
You're the one who should be thanked for showing us a way to save our lives, and I will do everything I can to save your grandson. Nothing is more important than knowing where we can find salt, because without it, we can't survive.
You and yours will have all the salt you'll ever need if you come to the seashore where my house is.
Wow!
Is there really salt in the sea?
Heck yes. If you follow the river, you'll find my house, the sea, and the salt.
We'll be there.
I'll be waiting for you. When you arrive, I'll be there too.
I can't thank you enough for all your help, my friend. Okay, it's time to find that crocus root.
It's kind of you.
Does the sea produce the salt?
Yeah, you could say that, but the sun has a hand in it too.
Here, take this 100-year-old wild crocus root. I'm absolutely sure it will cure your grandson.
I don't have a doubt in my mind. Oh, joy, I never thought I'd find it.
You mean the sun and the sea make salt together?
Yes, indeed. You see, there's a way to separate the salt from the water, which I'll show you when you arrive at my home on the shores of the Western Sea.
You can imagine how impatient we are.
The rainy season's almost over. That means you can start preparing the journey that'll bring you over the mountains to the sea.
I'm worried that we might lose our way.
If you follow the flow of the river to its mouth, you'll find the sea. My house is perched on a rock above a sandy beach. I want to thank you again for the route, and I hope to see you both very soon.
Have a safe journey, my friend.
I'll guard this precious root with my life.
Do you really believe we'll find salt in the sea?
Why would he lie to us? We have to stop the stag and the hare from leaving. Wait! Stop! The turtles just told me where we can find salt.
What are you saying? Are you serious?
Absolutely. He said that within a few days we'll have all the salt we need. He was sure of it.
If it's true we can obtain salt, there's no reason for us to leave. We'll return home.
Great!
But if it's not true, we've only got enough salt left for a few days.
There's no reason to doubt the turtle's word. Have faith.
Grandfather! Grandfather! Is it really you? It's so good to see you again. I was worried.
Are you feeling okay?
Not really.
Here, this root'll do the trick.
Did you have to dig very deep into the earth to find it, Grandfather?
I didn't dig at all.
Then how were you able to find it?
I wandered for days, never able to find the wild crocus. Then, by chance, in the middle of the mountains, I encountered an old goat who very generously gave me this root. And it's thanks to him you'll be healed. Yes, sir.
You were very lucky, Grandfather. What did you give him for it?
In exchange for all his generosity, I promised him some salt from the sea.
You mean our salt?
Yes, they'll be arriving soon, and we'll show our gratitude by giving them all the salt they need.
Certainly,
Yes,
Grandfather.
sirree.
I'm anxious to meet them and thank them personally.
Yes, but now we have to take advantage of the therapeutic properties of this root.
I'll get better.
Yes, indeed. We need to boil some right away. The sooner we begin the cure, the sooner you'll regain your strength.
Yes, sir.
To gather the salt, the one thing we need is good weather. I hope it all works out.
The turtle said to find his house, all we had to do was follow the river to the sea. Could that be right, Grandfather?
Yes. Unfortunately, I can't come with you. Just remember his house is on a rock on the beach. Now have a safe trip.
I will, Grandfather.
Bye.
Is anyone home?
Coming.
Your grandfather has promised to give us salt, so that's why I'm here.
Unfortunately, it's not ready yet.
What do you mean the salt isn't ready yet?
Take a look out there. We've filled the salt fields with water, but unfortunately, we've had nothing but cloudy days.
Those are salt fields?
Yes, but to obtain the salt, you need the sun. My grandfather has gone to talk to the frog at the weather station. I'll go get him.
Something's wrong. If you ask me, he's running away. His grandfather assured us that he would give us the salt. Who does he think he is? What? I cannot permit this precious medicine to remain in the hands of one who lies and cheats. It's coming back with me. When I tell my grandfather the story, he'll understand.
He seemed very disappointed and upset when I told him the salt wasn't ready.
My bones tell me the weather will be good tomorrow.
Grandfather, the wild crocus root has disappeared.
What?
I'm afraid the little goat took it away, all because we didn't give him the salt.
No, it can't be true.
Are you telling me you took back the gift of the wild crocus root?
Yes, I am. They were trying to fool us. All they have there are these large pools they use for farming fish.
And you say there wasn't a trace of salt?
Yes.
It seems impossible that the turtle would deceive me after I gave him this fine root.
Hey, it's true. You're already back.
Yes.
We weren't expecting you to be back so soon.
They tricked us. There was no salt.
What are you saying?
But the turtle made you a promise.
How could we have trusted a stranger? Don't you remember the story of the turtle who took advantage of the hare by selling her fur to the spirit of the sea?
Oh no! How could I possibly have fallen for it? I am of an age, but I have no wisdom.
Nice trick, evil turtle.
Thank you. They'll never learn.
I will never forget this important lesson. We all have to pull together.
You shouldn't have stopped us going on our salt expedition.
We trusted you, and you let us down.
We better get a move on fast while there's still some time left.
No, wait! I'll find that turtle.
Right. That's the best thing to do. That way you'll be able to teach him a good lesson.
Grandfather, where are you going?
I'm going to see the goat to get that root back. See you later.
Hurry, Grandfather, we're almost there.
Hey, kid, did you take the crocus root back?
Yes.
Where I come from, we call that stealing.
You have a lot of nerve saying that to my grandson. You're the one who shamelessly tricks others.
What are you talking about?
It's not true that you have salt.
You think I deceived you? What have I done to deserve this? You needed to be patient just a day or two.
Don't continue to hide the truth. You promised to give us salt.
No, you misunderstood. The weather's been bad. Salt only forms if there's sun. Look.
Come on, Grandfather, let's go see. It's full of salt. Come over here and look. Can you explain to me how you produce salt in pools where you farm fish, sir?
They're not for fish. These pools are for salt.
What?
It looks like a fish farm, but what you got here is a salt farm.
Can you tell us exactly how it's done?
Yes, it'd be my pleasure. You see, the first thing we do is draw the seawater into the basin. From there, we direct it to the individual pools. We wait for the water to evaporate with the heat from the sun, then we transfer the salt to other containers so it dries completely.
Wow! What you're saying is that the salt is in the water already.
Yes, it's true. A liter of seawater contains around 33 grams of salt. Now, I know it's possible to find salt even in the ground, but sea salt is definitely the best. And if you could cover the earth with all the salt in the world, why, it'd create a blanket over 35 meters thick.
Why is most of the world's salt in the sea?
Because in the sea, the salt doesn't dissipate easily, and it continuously replenishes itself through the soil that's washed down by the rivers. Yes, indeed.
Even the great blocks of salt from our village must have been washed away to the sea.
Yes, sirree, but as you can see, it's easy enough to recover. Thanks to the water in the sea and the sun in the sky, we have the possibility to harvest all the salt we need. You know, we're lucky, because salt's a very important substance, and without it, we wouldn't be able to survive. I hope what I've said's been enlightening for you.
Yes, I understand a lot more than I did before.
We're very sorry for taking back the crocus root. We didn't believe you, and we might have done further harm to your grandson. Please take it.
Thanks. It was my fault, too. I should have known mountain people know little of the sea. Please take all the salt you need and come back soon.
Thank you.
the goat. How is the goat classified in the animal kingdom? The goat is a mammal belonging to the Artiodactyla order and to the Bovidae family, and makes up the Capra genus. It's a sturdy, medium-sized animal with horns that vary in shape and size. The male has long, saber-shaped ones, while the females are small and straight. How many species are there, and where do they live? The 4 species of wild goat that make up the Capra genus live exclusively in the mountains of Europe, Asia, and Africa, namely the ibex, the Spanish ibex, falconer's goat, and the benzoar goat, and all domestic goat species derive from them. How do they live? The goat lives in herds, usually made up of females, kids, and young males. Adult males live on their own and only join the herd during the mating season. How do they move? Goats are surprisingly agile and have a proverbial ability to leap across steep crags and to keep their balance on rocky pinnacles in precipitous conditions. What do they eat? Goats eat grass and survive on a very frugal diet, which can be supplemented with shrubs, tubers, and moss. How do they protect themselves? Running away is the goat's principal defense. Fully grown goats are hunted by the great carnivores, while kids are frequently attacked by birds of prey. How do they relate to people? Wild goats try to avoid people because they've always been a favorite prey for hunters, unlike the domestic goat, which is raised for its milk and wool. Can they live in the city? Domestic species can often be found in built-up areas, especially in outlying areas where there's plenty of grazing land.
Well, have you all learned a lesson? The moral of the story is that whatever happens, you can't do without salt, but I prefer a pot of honey. Oh, look who's coming!